Hi, my name is Thulie, and this is my video contribution for Motivation Mondays. So, the topic I wanted to discuss today is discipline and self discipline. So, I know growing up, I often perceived discipline as kind of this dreaded term or a drag, basically, because at the time it meant for me doing something you don't want to have to do in order to reap a certain reward. And I think that's where kind of my misunderstanding of the words discipline and self discipline came from, because now how I view it, I usually view it from the outcome first and work backwards. So, for example, if you have a goal that you think is important enough, I use that goal as kind of the driving force or the motivation to achieve a certain lifestyle or live a certain way or live by a certain set of principles. So I think where we fall short is that maybe we set ourselves goals that maybe aren't as important to us. So it's more difficult to live a certain lifestyle because you're not as driven by that end goal. And being an ordinary person, I think discipline or self-discipline is something that's achievable for most, if not all of us. Because it's not for people who were raised a certain way, or people who grew up a certain way. I think it's something that all of us can do, and sometimes it's as simple as making that initial decision. For example, if you want to eat healthier, it's as simple as going to the shops and buying the right foods. If you want to exercise more, it's as simple as putting on your gym clothes and buying or borrowing those weights you've always wanted to use. If you want to, for example, wake up earlier, it's as simple as setting your alarm. And so I think now how I tend to view discipline is I view it as a promise that you make to yourself, because at the end of the day, you don't have to prove anything to anyone else other than yourself. So it's basically just making a promise to yourself and sticking to it because you believe that you as a person deserve a certain kind of lifestyle, or you deserve a certain goal. And so sticking to that routine or those principles kind of is something that you're doing for yourself and not anyone else. So it makes it easier to achieve. But yeah, that's my contribution. Thank you so much for listening.